Hey everybody, 8-Bit Josh here, and welcome back to Aurora Zoo. And as promised, I have the next episode coming to you right now. And this time, we're actually doing a indoor botanical garden, which was actually a suggestion by a viewer. And I thought it was a pretty good idea. And the idea I kind of wanted to go with was, so we're in an Arctic zoo. You know, we can't do like a tropical theme or desert theme outside. So I was like, you know what? We can take this opportunity to make use of the different biome nature pieces, the rocks and trees and all that stuff, and do it indoors in like a botanical garden kind of thing. And as you can see here, I originally started doing it in that kind of space between the boomerang and the aquatic area where we have the hippos and the Nile monitors and stuff now. And I decided I didn't want to do it there. So I actually moved it. We're kind of right here is kind of, so when you're in the main part of the zoo, kind of by the monorail and the cheetahs, you can go to the left and then that kind of goes up and around. So if instead of going left, you go straight basically. And that's where we are, just past kind of the main area, or kind of the main area. And I thought it was a really nice place, but I thought this would be a really fun thing to do throughout the zoo actually. So this one is actually going to be kind of a tropical setting on the inside, and then I thought we could do different biomes. Like we could have another one in another section of the zoo that's like a desert biome, or something else like that. And I thought that would be pretty cool and a really fun way to incorporate different biomes in the zoo. I know that, when we do like the animal habitats, we have to theme it to their preferred biome. So we get that, we get that variety of the biomes in the habitats. But if we're not doing a habitat, then we're kind of stuck with the tundra biome, or the Arctic theme, I guess. And so yeah, I just thought this would be a really fun way to incorporate the other biome types. And so here you can see I actually used a habitat barrier because I wanted a little pond and I wanted it elevated from the path. So if you don't know, you probably know by now, but if you don't know, you can put water in a habitat barrier, and it makes for really great like water features, like a pond inside of a building like that. And so really just going with tons and tons of decorations. And especially if you watched Wildlife World, you know how much I love to do scenery and foliage and rocks and all that stuff. And so I really, really go crazy in here. If you've never been into a botanical garden, the ones I've been in, they're always just jam-packed with all kinds of different plants, and everything's just really, really close together. So you'll see when we get into like the real-time look of this, because I actually don't have the time lapse of the entire build. It's only about half of it. It's about the front part of this right here. But when we get into the real-time look of this, you'll see like it's really, really full, and I really had fun with it. It reminded me how much I love doing stuff like this. And I guess if I was to say there's a downside to doing an all Arctic themed zoo, is I miss out on doing stuff like this because I really enjoy this kind of scenery and designing. And we really just don't get to do that as much in an Arctic zoo. So yeah, I just thought it was really cool. And then again, just adding a little bit of detailing around the path, adding some custom curbs here. And I use as you can see, I use the kind of mossy brick path there because I thought that fit in really, really well. And it went with the theme of this botanical garden, which is just really tropical is the main theme. I am going to put this up on the Steam Workshop. So I tried to make the path areas as easy enough to follow, because obviously, if you know, paths do not save with blueprints. So if you do get this on the workshop, hopefully placing the paths is going to be easy enough to kind of, I use the square path, just the standard 4-meter square path. So hopefully that's going to be pretty easy, but I think this about does it for the time lapse. So let's go ahead and jump into the real-time gameplay. Okay, and here we go. Here is the outside of our tropical botanical gardens. And I wanted to do like a really kind of fancy kind of path leading up to the botanical garden. So I created this kind of like little patio kind of area over here, which I thought looked really nice. Just kind of really fancy, and I don't know. I think it worked out really cool. I still need to detail the bridge here, but yeah, I just wanted to give you a look at kind of the entrance into the botanical garden, and I think it works really well with oh, it's weird how the tree changes right there. Boop, boop, boop. But anyway, so let's go ahead and we'll walk up. So we'll go on in, and boom. And this, man, I really love how this turned out. So here we go. Here's the kind of elevated pond, and I put a couple water effects in the statues, so it kind of just, you know, looks like the water's coming out of the statues, as well as like the little splash effect, so it actually looks like the water, you know, is giving the illusion that the water is actually hitting the water in the pond. But if we look to our right, so I have a little mini waterfall here, and down here, actually, I don't have any water. I actually just used the waterfall bottom piece because it has these like little ripples that come out, and it kind of just makes it look like there's water there, even though there's really nothing there. And let's see, I think let's go to the left though. So you can see here's the path, and I think it looks really good. I use like the little lights down here sunken down into the curb this way. So this way, when it's like, if you're here at nighttime, it's really easy to kind of see which way the path goes, which we'll look at this at nighttime so you can see it. But yeah, here, this is just, I think it looks really cool. It's very lush, very green. Just a nice mix of like tons of flowers. It's so weird. Why is this? I don't understand how these are changing all of a sudden. This is brand new. This has never happened. I have no idea why it's doing that. That's very strange. I've never seen the game do that before. It's almost like it's loading in the textures way too late. That's kind of strange. But anyway, moving on. I did these like nice little kind of arch. It's not really an arch, I guess, but kind of like little just log pieces going across there, which I thought looked really nice. We also have some nice string lights on those as well. So again, like I said, you'll see those when we look at this at nighttime. I also did some speakers in here, so just some like nice kind of rainforest sound effects. I use like some of the I think I use like the bird chirping, or just like the random rainforest sounds, which it seemed like it was going to be fitting for a tropical botanical gardens to me. But yeah, I think it looks really good. There are heaters in here because, you know, we are in an Arctic zoo, so I want to make sure that it is a heated. Plus, it's tropical. Tropical is very warm and very humid. I also did these. I took some of the vending machines and made these like little kind of sunken in parts for them. So I just kind of figured like the vending machines, they kind of stick out a little because of the designs, which they look great, but I figured we'd have these like kind of like little built-in rock things for them. Have it over here as well. So we have a chief beef and a gulpy. That way they're kind of blend it in a little bit better with the design around here. Did some of the dodo statues there, which I thought looked really good. And then I really like this area because I actually used an elevated path here. So we actually have some water down here, which I thought was really cool. So just like a nice little elevated, like kind of little bridge. Got some gorilla statues. Again, some more of the speakers. Also, I think this might be, if I can, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to click on that. I think there might be a bug here because I actually colored these speakers green and they're all showing as white. So if I click on that, so you can see like it's green. It's like it's not, yeah, it's not changing colors. So I don't know. That's strange. But yeah, so there you go. That's the inside of the Botanical Gardens. And like I said, this is up on the Steam Workshop, so you can add it yourself. Let's look at it at nighttime. So the exterior has a little bit of lighting as well. A little bit of lighting by the doors, and then I have some kind of shining on to the building on the outside of the corners here. And then we walk in, and then you can see the lights down here by the path, which I think looks really good. I have some lights as well, kind of sunken in like under the pond and under some of the plants. Like I have one under this tree, which I think looks really good. And of course we have the, like I said, the stringed lights here, which just looks really nice. I'm really, really happy. And like I said, I think I want to do more of these throughout the zoo, but then we can just do like different biomes. I don't know if I'll do the same building each time or if I'll create a custom building for each biome, but either way, I think it'll be really fun. I think it'll be a nice addition to Aurora Zoo. And like I said, just a fun way to be able to get other biome plants and things incorporated into the zoo. And I think it'll work out really, really, really nice. So there you go. Like I said, this is up on my Steam Workshop. The link to that is in the description below. It's actually always in the description. So if you ever want to check out what's up on my Planet Zoo Workshop, you'll always find the link down there as well. If you're ever interested in hanging out and building with us live, I play Planet Zoo every single Saturday over on my Twitch channel. The link to that is also in the description below. We would love to have you. It's always a fun time. We talk a lot about food and our pets, and it's just really great to kind of hang out with each other and build live. So, like I said, I'm going to try and get more frequent videos for you guys because I think it's a lot of fun, and I'm sure you guys probably would like to see more videos of these. So yeah, with that, I think I'm gonna leave this here. So as always, be sure to leave your comments, suggestions, and feedback down below. I am 8-Bit Josh, and thanks for watching. See ya.